And gentlemen, good afternoon. Today is 21st February. This is historical day for Bangladeshi community, Bangladeshi people, Bengali literature and culture. Because this day paved the way for our liberation, our independence, and emerged as a country, independent country in 1971. Today is not only Shahid Day, means Martyrs Day, it is also International Mother Language Day. UNESCO proclaimed 21st February to be International Mother Language Day, 1999, and it was first observed in 2000. This day actually commemorates
স্মরণ রাখার জন্য আমরা আমন্ত্রণ জানিয়েছি আমাদের কানাডার ফেডারেল হেরিটেজ মিনিস্টার অনারেবল মেলানি জোলি এমপি লা ফ্রান্স
মেলানি জোলি Minister of Canadian Heritage and MP and prominent lawyer also. Iralikio
আমাদের দিকে পুষ্পার্ঘ নিরবতা পাচ্ছি একাডেমির শিক্ষার্থীদের
So now they are coming and our
চামেলিনা রঞ্জিত মজুমদার পরিচালনায় গোমেজ। সবার জন্য একটি করতালি হয়ে যাক। অতিথিকে ফুলের তোড়া দিয়ে
Yes, of course, Mr. Mazumdar. Bernadette, really for your leadership in the community and for this. Of course, language is one of the greatest expression of cultural identity. And as a proud Francophone, I know the importance of language when it comes to one's identity and the question of linguistic security. And through language, we all know we can preserve culture and pass it down to future generations. Each year, on the 21st of February, people in this country, in Canada, and around the world celebrate International Mother Language Day. And yes, indeed, and it is a very important day. Why? Because it marks the anniversary of the tragic 1952 killing of the Dhaka University students who campaigned to use their native tongue, their mother language, which was of course Bengali, and which we're commemorating today. As we honor their memories, this day offers us an opportunity to reflect on Canada's rich linguistic heritage and celebrate the many cultures and languages that make us this incredible country. And of course, this event is especially fitting. Why? Because we all know what is going on right now back in Myanmar and with the Rohingya crisis. As many of you in this room are aware, there is systemic and widespread violence against Rohingya Muslims in Myanmar. And because of this systemic discrimination and violence happening, it had led to massive migration of Rohingya and other minority groups, including nearly 500,000 people who fled Bangladesh since August last year. So obviously the plight of Rohingya cannot continue without repercussions. And we have worked extremely hard as a government to tackle this issue. As of December, our government invested $37.5 million to help people driven to camps in Bangladesh or displaced within Myanmar, and the majority of whom are women and children. And also, we asked the Canadian public to support through the Red Cross. And ultimately, along with the funds we were able to raise from the Canadian population and the government's intervention, we are now, as a country, so Canada is one of the largest donors to address the humanitarian crisis with a total of $50 million. Of course, with these funds and contributions from the government and Canadians, we will be helping people that are suffering back at home in Myanmar or also in Bangladesh. Now, our government stands with your community and this community as we continue to resolve this urgent crisis. But also, on a much more positive note, I want to thank the community for all your work that you're doing and your great leadership and advocacy. C'est vraiment un plaisir d'avoir la chance de pouvoir vous soutenir et de pouvoir être inspiré par tout ce que vous faites. And I would like to thank Canada-Bangladesh Solidarity for welcoming me here today to celebrate your fantastic diversity. You know the Prime Minister has said it many times, and as the Minister in charge of multiculturalism, I love repeating what he says in terms of diversity is our strength. We want to celebrate it, we need to acknowledge it, and today is another day that we can celebrate it. And finally, of course, I would like to really take the time to acknowledge the leadership of a fantastic woman that had the chance to really work a lot on the fact of promoting and supporting Bengali culture and language and music. And so if Mrs. Gomez could come here, of course, I'll hear them, for the Sargam Music Academy. Here you go. This is a special certificate to
I would like to say one sentence, because the language is the most powerful instrument for of development and preservation of tangible and intangible heritage.
Yes.
And you are Canadian Minister of Heritage. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we want to celebrate with the Bengali community. We know that the community is strong in the country. We know also that the community is very attached to the importance of their language and their culture. So that's why I'm privileged today to be with members of the community here in Montreal at the Sargam Music Academy. And I'm very pleased to be with very inspirational leaders that are able to transmit culture and identity here in Canada, and that are proud members of the Bengali community. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for the kind invitation to celebrate International Mother Language Day. We were all here last night. We walked a bit in the rain, and then we came back singing and commemorating to what happened in 1952, bringing flowers in front of this makeshift monument that is dedicated to the martyrs. That is dedicated to the martyrs who fought, who died to preserve the Bangladeshi language, to be able to speak your language free. And every year on the 20th and on the 21st, we commemorate, we remember, we celebrate with pride what the martyrs did, what the students did back in 1952, so that the Bangladeshi nation, the Bangladeshi people all around the world today can speak their language. They gave a momentum to the world. And ever since, UNESCO has also recognized it. That's why today it is International Mother Language Day, not just Bangladeshi Mother Language Day. We should all be proud, and I'm sure you are, as citizens of Bangladesh here in Canada, coming together to celebrate and to remember. Do the children know? Have you passed on the information for them to be proud? I see a lot of children here today, and it's thanks to Sargam Music Academy that they learn cultural Bangladeshi songs, dance, and I hope history, so that they will too remember, and when they grow into mature young adults, they will participate in the celebrations. We are very fortunate to live in Canada. I too am an immigrant. And we are blessed to be living in Canada, where we can practice our mother tongue, our mother language, practice our religion, yet still feel proud Canadians. And so on this note, I congratulate Sargam Music Academy for the cultural program that they organized for us.
যারা শহীদ হয়েছেন তাদেরকে আব্দুল সালাম, রফিকুদ্দিন আহমেদ, আব্দুল বারকার, আব্দুল জব্বার এবং 22শে ফেব্রুয়ারি যে 4 জন মারা গেছেন এবং শফিউর রহমান এবং 9 বছর বয়সের ওহিউল্লাহকে আমার শ্রদ্ধা জানাচ্ছি। ওহিউল্লাহ যদি তার জীবন পুরাটা পালন করতো, আজকে তার বয়স হতো 73 বছর বয়স এবং হয়তো আজকেও বাঁচে থাকতে পারতো। সেটি বিশেষ দুঃখের ব্যাপার যে পাকিস্তানিরা আমাদেরকে এত কষ্ট দিয়ে গেছেন, আমাদের সকলের এই কষ্ট এবং এই কষ্টের পরিপ্রেক্ষিতে আমরা স্বাধীন দেশ পেয়েছি পরে। এই জন্য এটা একদিক থেকে আমাদের জন্য খুব ভালো হয়েছে। আমরা পুরানো দিনও দেখছি দরিদ্র বাংলাদেশ এবং আজকে বলতে গেলে মিডল ক্লাস বাংলাদেশও আমরা আজকে দেখছি আমাদের স্বাধীনতার কারণে। তা আপনাদের সকলকে ধন্যবাদ।
আমরা মন্ট্রিয়ালবাসী এখানে আমি কিছুটা একটা কথা বলবো, স্মরণ করছি সেই 52-এর সেই আন্দোলন, যারা শহীদ হয়েছে তাদের আত্মার মাত্রা কামনা করছি। ভাষার জন্য আজ ইন্টারন্যাশনাল ভাষা হিসাবে রূপ দিয়েছে। আমি স্মরণ করছি সেই থেকে শুরু করে 71-এর আন্দোলন।
কেউ আমরা আমাদের ভাব, আমাদের কি বলা যায় অভিব্যক্তি আমরা কিছু
আপনাদেরকে আজকে অনেক বাচ্চারা অনুপস্থিত ছিল, কারণ ওদের স্কুলে পরীক্ষা চলছে মার্চ সামনে, এই জন্য সবাই ম্যাক্সিমাম বাচ্চারা আজকে আসতে পারে। আশা করি ভবিষ্যতে ওরা সবাই থাকবে। আমি সর্বোপরি সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি। ধন্যবাদ।